and welcome. This is Harun Rabbani. Today is all about becoming a story maker. So what is a story maker and what is a storyteller? Well, a storyteller is this. Storyteller is somebody who tells a story of the past. A story maker is somebody who creates the new story. So why is this distinction so important? Imagine somebody you are dealing with who is constantly talking about how bad their debt is, how much poverty they're going through, how much suffering they're going through. What do you think is going to happen? Their filter system, their reticular activating system, their heart, their whole subconscious mind is going to be looking out for opportunities to reinforce this story. Here's an example. If I just use one word, forget even telling you a story. If I just say that one word, pay attention to what happens to you when I say the word smile. Instantly, your body would have released endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, the hormones that will basically help you to relax your entire body and in fact relax your face. Now, some of you might resist and fight it, but generally most people will smile. You have no choice because in your subconscious mind, the word smile is associated with happy feelings. Now you extend that out to entire experiences and you repeat those words that you tell yourself, and guess what happens? You really live those experiences which may or may not serve you. As long as you keep on reliving an old experience, you do not create the space or have the space to create new experiences. I'm from England, but that's not where I was born. I was born in a country called East Pakistan. But that country no longer exists. It's now called Bangladesh. So the story has shifted from me being born in East Pakistan, which then became Bangladesh. We went through a war, 9-month bloody war where close to 3 million people were massacred, primarily children, young adults, women. So all of that took place. And then I moved to England. The story completely changed. In England, I grew up, got married, had children, got divorced. And then I started a completely different career to what I was doing, which was working in the medical field. I became a mentor, primarily personal transformation and global transformation. All of that is about shifting the story. You can be born into whatever family you like and whatever environment you like. The only person who has an impact on your story, the real impact, or the only person who can make the real change is you. When we keep on repeating an old story like, oh my God, I've got so much debt because certain person ripped me off, or oh my God, I've been ripped off by my ex-wife or ex-husband or whoever, or somebody beat me up, or my parents are horrible to me. All of these old stories, they reinforce the victim mentality. So if you want to shift from that, you've got to, instead of being a storyteller, become a story maker. So here's 5 ways you can become a better story maker. Number 1, stop being a storyteller and start being a story maker. About a decade ago, I had this dream that I wanted to live in nature, at the edge of a forest, next to a mountain or on a mountain, near a river, a beach nearby. So I wanted everything to do with nature, and I've always loved fjords. And here I am, 10 years later, living exactly in that kind of location in a beautiful apartment with a forest behind me, near the top of a mountain. There's a river at the bottom of the valley. The beach is only 10 minutes away. Another beach is only 20 minutes away. That story that I created, that I made, didn't happen from memory because I've never lived in those environments. So what I did was focus, even if it was momentarily, on the new story. And sometimes you've got to focus again and again, you see, which takes me to point number 2. In terms of becoming a better story maker, not just start telling new stories, making the new stories, you start having visions of it. Start seeing yourself living in that environment. If you want to be with a soulmate, envision yourself with her or him, the kind of person they are. How do they make you feel? How do you make them feel? What do they look like? What do they sound like? When you start envisioning your new reality, a number of things happen. Your reticular activating system starts looking out for those opportunities. Have you ever been in a situation, for example, that you were thinking of buying a red car and you go out walking the streets and you notice there's a lot more of those particular brand of red card that you're looking for. That's the reticular activating system. The other thing that happens is when you start envisioning a new story, you start opening up your heart. And what your heart does is puts out information out to the energy field, out to the greater consciousness to start pulling in the exact thing that you're desiring. Become a visionary story maker. Point number 3, know who you are and what you stand for. When you don't know who you are and what you stand for, you end up falling for anything. So if you know your values, your key principles, and your insecurities, you know what you like and what you don't like. Who are you and what do you stand for? Number 4, have a burning desire to make whatever it is that you're trying to create, you're looking to create, becoming a reality. Now, some people say, have a purpose, and I absolutely agree. It's so important for you to do things on purpose. But sometimes we don't all know our biggest purpose. We don't know our purpose in life, and that's okay. Because here's the thing. Your purpose evolves. So, for example, in 1998, when I did the Great North Run, I was injured the week before and I had difficulty doing the run. However, because I'd raised many hundreds of pounds for the NSPCC, which is a children's charity, it gave me that motivation to get out of bed on the Sunday morning and drive all the way to Newcastle upon Tyne to do this 13-mile run. Your purpose evolves. I have different purposes in life, and I emphasize the word purposes. However, your vision for whatever it is that you're looking to create, this new story you're looking to make, has to have a purpose. So for me, living in nature, with the trees, with the forest, with the mountains and the river and the beach, well, that was all about being in a state of peace, in a state of calm, so that when I go out there in the world to serve others, I can be at the maximum strength possible. However, in the last few months, I had a greater purpose, and it was this, the burning desire to live with my soulmate, and that's exactly what I'm doing now, living with my soulmate in Norway, and that was a totally different purpose to what I had 10 years ago. And point number 5, enlist the help of people. Get yourself mentors, coaches, accountability partners, people who will support you, create your own tribe, whatever it takes. Build a network of people who will help you to create the new story. You can be as a great story maker as you like and have the wonderful castles and palaces and whatever it is that you want. How tragic it would be if you were to live in your big castle and it was totally empty. And that's not the only reason to get help, but the other reason is, of course, no self-made billionaire or millionaire did it by herself or himself. They always enlisted help. Here are the 5 key factors to consider when you become a story maker. Number 1, stop being a storyteller, stop repeating the old stuff, even the good stuff, because it's gone. Focus on the new story you'd like to create. Becoming a story maker is far more powerful than being a storyteller. Number 2, have a compelling vision that is driving you. Know what this looks like, what it feels like in every single cell of your body. So have a vision that will drive you forward. Number 3, know who you are and what you stand for. Number 4, have a burning desire to make this new story a reality. Without the burning desire, of course, it's not going to happen. And number 5, enlist support. Get help of mentors, accountability partners. And I'm going to give you a bonus one. Number 6, do it from your heart. Don't do it for egotistic reasons, but do it from your heart. You see, when you do things from your heart, and your heart's fully open, you start activating a level of creativity you would never have experienced. This is the creativity of people like Leonardo da Vinci, people like Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs. Do it from your heart, and you will find that the new story you create is going to be much more fun to create and a lot more satisfying when you get there. Thank you for watching. My name is Harun Rabbani. Feel free to share this video and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.